Hi, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy VIII 10 HD Remastered. Today we're on episode 51, where we're going to be exploring Dark Anima. Previously, we just finished up with with the previous Aeons: Valfor, Ifrit, Ixion, Shiva, and the Mega Sisters. And Bahamut was our last one. Now we're going to be focusing on Dark Anima. So today's battle is actually going to be a very long one. We haven't really leveled up or anything. We've kept the stats same as every single Aeon so far, just to keep consistency as to what's going on here. The only things we've maxed is actually strength, magic, defense, and defense. Other than that, everything is, you know, the same stats as you would have gotten if you completed the sphere grid, which we did already. And now we're going into getting Anima. So Anima, you have to come back and do the trial of the mountain one more time, and try to hit this light dead in the center with Waka's ball in order to get Anima to appear. So this is the first part of the Dark Anima series. But yeah, other than that, everything is pretty consistent, and it's going to be a really long battle. If you really want to shorten it, you should really level up your luck stat so you're able to land hits. The only reason it took so long with this guy is because we could not land any hits on him. Accuracy will also help, but your luck sphere, your luck stat also needs to go up. It needs to be well above 150. It has to be above 150, and your accuracy around 200 to really hit him consistently. And Dark Anima is a formidable foe, but he's pretty. I mean, he's still beatable, just like every single Aeon. That's what I'm trying to prove a point here, that every single Aeon is beatable, even at a lower stat range, I guess. So don't be, you know, discouraged if you're like, oh, I have to, you know, stat max everything in order to beat these guys and really enjoy the game. You don't need to do that. You could do it at any stage. It's just how the game is made. The game's really, you know, focused on any range of people. Now let's actually talk about the stats and strategy we're going to be using against Dark Anima here. So Dark Anima actually, he's a hard boss. His magic defense and his magic are both 255, and his defense is 230. His attack is a little lower than Bahamut was, and his speed is also a little lower. But he does have a high evasion stat, and we will be defeating him as quick as possible. He has 8 million HP. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but the fact that you can't hit him on regular attacks, or it's hard to hit him on regular attacks, is going to make this battle very difficult. And then, not to mention all the status effects he does with all of his attacks. So Pain causes damage plus KO or death, regardless of ribbon. And Mega Graviton will do damage and then sleep, blind, doom, silence on all characters, which is a problem. But we do have ribbon on 2 characters, Waka and Titus. And then Riku is just weak, I guess. Physical attack, it does petrification and curse, so, but we have ribbon, so it should be okay. And then Oblivion just basically kills you, so we gotta watch for that. Again, we're gonna use the same strategy of keeping auto life on everybody and using Waka's attack rails and Titus's Blitz Ace or Slice and Dice throughout the battle here. So let's go ahead and get into it and see how we did in the battle. I have cut out a lot of the scenes here when we get into it, just to move forward. The battle was about an hour long. I've cut it down to you know, about half an hour or so. So let's go ahead and start this fight off. We see, you know, again with the inverted colors and the red spot right smack dab in the middle of his chest. But we still see the dog tag with Seymour's mom on it. And yeah, so we're actually going to start off the battle with our usual strategy of using the Hyper Mighty Guard that you've seen in every single battle so far. So this is I've skipped through for a little bit just to get to near to the end of the battle. He's almost halfway done. I believe we've taken off about 5 million in HP, and we got 3 million left. But it was a pretty long and grueling battle, and I kept using Waka's attack reels. In fact, this battle was so long that I actually ran out of Phoenix Downs as I was going through it, so that tells you how long I was at it. But yeah, you just keep the same pattern over and over again. Hyper Mighty Guard, attack reels wherever you can, and heal as much as you can. You know, like Riku and Titus are your support characters, at least for me in this battle. Riku and Titus were my support characters, and Waka was my main attacker. And then you can see Riku has that counter overhead, so she doesn't actually have the ribbon armor, but she does have stone proof, which is what is keeping her in the game, in the battle for us. Otherwise, she would have shattered like first turn. And this Mega Graviton, actually, I forgot to mention in our stats section, it actually also takes away your MP, which makes it even more difficult when you're trying to use magic abilities, special abilities, skills. Like, it's just not possible. So yeah, you'll see me constantly healing my ether, or constantly using turbo ether and ether. So that's also another item you should look out for when you're coming into this battle. Again, that Mega Graviton it doesn't affect Titus with status effects, but it really affects him with the damage that it causes. So watch for that. So let's go ahead and watch. So I'm just gonna heal Riku here. Anima's passed a little bit. Just to recap, if you haven't tuned into the storyline and you haven't connected the dots. So Anima actually is the Aeon form of Seymour's mother. Seymour's mother was dying of an unknown disease that we don't know of, and she volunteered herself to become one of the Faith to give Seymour power that he needed to defeat sin. In turn, she ended up giving up her life because she knew she was dying anyway. She might as well give Seymour some power on the way out, kind of thing. And she turned into Anima. And Anima is a dark type Aeon. In fact, in the strategy guides and in the strategy books, they say he's the dark Aeon, even before they implemented the dark Aeons in Final Fantasy. Again, the original never had the Dark Aeons. The Dark Aeons came into the international version and then beyond. He was considered the Dark Aeon in the strategy guides in the original Final Fantasy, and she was, you know, I would say the strongest Aeon out of all of the Aeons we've collected so far. And she also comes in real handy when you are fighting Bellamine and all them. But I just prefer to use different Aeons just so we can use all of them. But in my initial playthrough, I ended up using Anima a lot. And Anima, so just coming back to the story here in the background, Anima actually came from his mother, and Anima basically is this strong Aeon that we first see in Luca when the fiends attacked Luca, and she was taking out everybody left, right, and center. And then we also face her in Makalanya Woods when we see her summoned by Seymour against us, and we ended up using Shiva against Anima. And yeah, and we got her from Baj Temple once we did all the Cloister of Trials, once you got all the secret Destruction Sphere chests. And yeah, So for the most part, Anima is actually a very hard boss to kill here. So coming back to the battle, let's go ahead and cast our usual Hyper Mighty Guard, just to bring everybody back to our buff stage, or buff state, and just continue our onslaught on Anima here. So again, if you could hit this guy consistently on every single turn, because your luck stat and your accuracy stat is high, this would be a breeze of a battle. This battle would be over in 20 minutes, because you'd be doing consistent damage every time, and it would take you about maybe 20 minutes to get through the battle, because you'd be doing maybe, you know, a million every 10 or 12 hits, depending on how strong your characters are, and assuming you've maxed out your HP, your attack stat, sorry. But yeah, he's or she's a tough Aeon to beat. Let's go ahead and heal, put auto life back on Titus here. And then Ether again, so he can use auto life on Riku. Oh wow, we actually hit him. I hit her, sorry. Couldn't land a hit with Waka though. Especially since Waka, it's kind of ironic since Waka actually starts off with a really high accuracy stat, higher than all the characters, and now he's unable to hit Anima when versus when Riku can hit him no problem. Alright, so we got auto life back on everybody. Oh, finally Waka, good job. And there's that Mega Graviton again. We're gonna see the status effects on Riku. Gonna have to heal her before we continue the battle. Let's go ahead and heal her really quickly. Alright, we'll just slice and dice first. Should be okay. Not as much damage as the attack reels, but it is something since we are hitting him. Or hitting her. We weren't hitting her before this. And there you go. I also like the design of Anima. So Anima, because her mother was his mother was dying, it feels like she took this form of a zombie and just like bandaged up and like kind of dying, kind of not, but also this monster within underneath her. It's a really cool design of what they imagined a dark Aeon to be. Very smart and very thoughtful, I would say. They put a lot of thought into her design. In fact, we'll see Dark Anima again in the sequel of the game, when we do it. All the Dark Aeons came back because in the initial, like I said, in the original version, there were no Dark Aeons. They were put in later on in the sequel because they had this idea for the original game, but they never did it. But then eventually, after once X2 came out, they put it into the international version and now into the remastered version of the game. So we see the destructive power of Oblivion here. It's a tough attack to survive, let's say that. I don't think you can, but oh well. It also takes away all of your MP, so there's that. Again, that's another element of the battle that makes it very difficult. Once you take away the MP, it's hard to do anything, any kind of skill, any kind of magic. It's just tough. You just can't. Like, you have to keep healing yourself. And you're probably wondering why I'm using the Mega Phoenixes, because I kind of ran out of Phoenix Downs because this battle was so long. I think I used all 99. Which is why our Auto Phoenix ability isn't working here. But it was working in the beginning half of the battle here. So let's go ahead and put back Hyper Mighty Guard. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. And everybody survived. That's a good sign. Remedy. There we go. Okay. So it's very important you keep their health very high. Because the higher the HP, the higher the damage the celestial weapons are going to do. That one hurt. I know it hurt. Here comes pain. Also, the normal Anima also inflicts death with pain, so at least they were consistent with that. Alright, so let's go ahead and use Ether on Titus here. And then Auto Life on Riku. She's the only character without Auto Life right now. Mega Potion to heal everybody. We landed a hit. That's a good sign. So I wish there was a way to know if Anima was halfway dead. All the other characters actually have their character hunched, the Aeon hunched over and things like that, to really indicate that, yeah, you're almost there kind of thing. And it encourages you, at least it does for me. When I see them hunched over, I'm like, okay, I'm almost there. I gotta kill this guy now. There we go. Alright, so he's almost dead here. I've skipped to the end here, just to show you what Anima is left to do here. Oh, he got us. That hurt. That's okay. So let's go ahead and defeat him now. Okay. Okay. And Anima is done. That was a long and grueling battle, but we took care of him finally. And now he's done. But alright, so now that she's been defeated, let's continue. I'm actually going to go ahead and call it an episode there. Thank you for tuning in to our Dark Anima episode. We'll see you again next time for Dark Yojimbo for episode 52. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Help the channel grow. We'll see you again next time. Take care. Bye-bye.